Quick Tip Tuesday, first time homebuyer tips. First tip I'm going to give you is let's get prepared. And I know, I have said it a million times, but obviously it bears repeating because I continue to repeat myself to people. The first step is ultimately getting your pre-approval. I know you think that you don't need it, we can just start looking at houses. Sadly, you're wrong. We need that information so that you can make the best decision. We need to know what you're approved up to. You need to know if you can pay for your closing costs, what type of loan. All of those things are necessary. So let's do things in the right order. That way it makes it for a much smoother transaction for you as you embark on homeownership. Think of your first home as a stepping stone, an opportunity to embrace home ownership and to start building equity and wealth in owning real estate. Okay, so this is meaning like you don't have to go out and buy the most expensive home. You can buy a home that is less expensive and will need a few updates or some work done to it, and that way you can continue to build wealth. This is an excellent opportunity to just reevaluate your goals and also take a good look at your finances. It's never a wise move to buy at the top of your purchasing power, and unless this is like your forever home, then maybe we'd have a different conversation. But this is your first home. It's okay for it to be a stepping stone to your next one. But by making that choice now, you're building that equity and that wealth. That way you have a bigger down payment, or you can roll that into another home down the road as your life continues to grow. Third, be flexible. This day and age and the competitive market that we're in, are there things that maybe you could do without, that you could forego for a little bit, knowing again that this is your stepping stone, it's not your forever home, because let's face it, kind of go back to that last one, our parents probably stayed in the same home for most of their life, and this day and age people don't. They move frequently. So again, going back to what can you be flexible on, what can you forego, what can you say, you know what, in the next home I'll have that, but right now it's okay. Sometimes we have to make modifications, and sometimes we have to realize that not all of the modifications, the updates we want to make are necessary immediately. So if the home is sound and you can live in it, sometimes those cosmetic things can wait till further down the road, and you can be flexible in that decision making now. And then fourth thing to consider is, can you make updates? The picture perfect home is usually never out there in a market, right? But it's constantly thrown in our face with social media and Pinterest and all of these different platforms that want to show you what perfect is. And I want to be honest with you, what perfect is what you make it, right? At the end of the day, it's how you decorate your home, it's the colors you choose, it's the people living in it, it's the memories you're making. And it's really hard to not get wrapped up and caught up in all of that on social media. So, let's, again, can you make updates? Let's think that through, so that you're not, so that you're being flexible, and that this is your stepping stone, right? So that being said, let's say you have a skill, right? Because sweat equity never hurt anyone. And this is the beauty about purchasing a stepping stone home. That sweat equity that you can put in. So maybe you're really good at putting flooring in, and your buddy is good at, is an electrician, let's just say. Maybe you two could swap out your strengths as you're both embarking on a new journey, right? And so that way, you can go help him with flooring, he can help you with electrical or whatever it is, plumbing, heating, cooling, but just trying to get creative in that, right? And figuring out ways to make these updates and to get that sweat equity in there so you can bump up your value and increase that money that you are putting away in the wealth you're building. So if I can help you on your first time home buying journey, don't hesitate to call, text message, comment below, or stop by and see me. I am here to help and looking forward to hearing from you.